So when you're applying pressure like this, you got to be very, very, very careful. Oh, and a warp prism coming here as well.
Not just a warp prism, but a robotics bay. Kind of old school meets new school as far as Protoss versus Zerg goes. We don't normally see two-base Colossus anymore, as you know, there's a lot of builds that are very good against it, such as Quake Mutalisks. So if DRG actually were to throw down a Spire right this second, things would be looking pretty decent for him, as just tons of Zealots are continuing to be put in.
All right, he's still moving out. Kind of just keeping the Zerg on his toes. A lot of Protoss and Terran players will do this. They'll kind of half-heartedly push out, then go back, because it can force the Zerg to stop making drones. We all know that DRG loves to make drones, so this is a great way for this to interfere with it. Now he's moving out here. 113 supplied to 124. That's about where they should be at this point in time in the game. Zerg starts to get ahead of Protoss.
Tasteless. He's going to go to force field the ramp.
Okay, watch and learn, everybody. They'll block the ramp.
This is so powerful. MC with a very tricky build. This is why we couldn't figure it out before, because this is not the build order for a build like this. So this is going to be something that has already confused his opponent. Look at that. He placed
Look at that. It's placed perfectly.
Yeah.
So we can elevator them up there so quickly. So oh, man.
And so DRG's main base most likely just going to die here. We do have Colossi at his home as he gets counterattacked by a ton of roaches. Some force fields did go up.
He's going to completely hold this.
Yep, he's going to hold that just fine. And, I mean, it looks like it is going to be a 3-0
love
perhaps.
this strategy.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Very interesting. He really altered the timings for force fielding the ramp there so drastically that even when we could see the whole map, it did not occur that was happening until he started the warp prism. So, interesting strat. What do you guys think over there?
I'm going to try to lift the curtain up a little bit about a few things, but a few things have to be left unsaid as well. I'll start with the unsaid things. For example, MC at this point was still on 4 gates, 2 base, let me just check, 56 probes, so a very good economy on 2 base, but he didn't actually add more gateways yet. So I feel like the strategy, I know MC prepares very well, but was it an improvisation? Was it just a spur of the moment idea? Because I would have expected him to add either a Nexus or more gateways. That component wasn't there, so his money was already quite high, 600-700, and it might have skyrocketed more. However, that's pretty small things. More importantly, it was how perfectly he was going to execute this maneuver, elevatoring stuff up with the warpism. And there were a few elements which I can hopefully explain to you, which were important. For example, he warped in no Stalker at all until roughly the, let's say, 10-12 minute mark. It was just pure Zealots and Sentries.
Yeah.
And the way he did it, it looked a little bit like he might be hitting hard. And that's actually what I was predicting privately here with DJ Wheat. It was something like, go from 4 gate, you get your units out, because you can't actually afford a lot of gates while keeping up production that early. And then add a whole bunch more gateways, like 6 total, 7 total, 8 total, something like that. And then hit hard. And I believe posturing there on the map with his Sentries and Zealots was crucially important to keep the Zerg honest. So the Zerg could go for 3 hatcheries, skip roaches entirely, make a ton of drones, go straight for Mutalisks, and the build that MC was doing would be shut down in a million different ways then. I mean, he has no anti-air. He's going Colossus. He's relying on force fielding the ramp. Because he did that, he showed that army there. I believe that's why Dongrigo had to play honest. And playing against an honest opponent was exactly what MC wanted. He then abused it with that move, and that's why it was so beautiful in the end.